I don't understand people that go through humor to avoid emotional problems. Uh, I see people do it all the time, and it just makes me angry because nowadays I know what they're doing. Nowadays I know they're lying to me. They're like, haha, having a great time. Oh my god, let's go do this thing. And none of them are happy. I mean, it's good to have some fallbacks for when it gets just too hard and you need to slowly but surely just constantly deal with things. But if you're just gonna stop dealing with your problems and escape them, that's something that I've started to see the side. I know what the side is. And I'm starting to go to it because I have something that I really need to just do, but I just haven't done it. And the reason I haven't done it is because it is a one-time thing, or at least that's how I see it. I can do this thing once, and if I pick wrong, uh, damn, that sucks. There's no going back, and I can never get back what I gave up. Thought I saw a cockroach. We're fine. Uh, it was just a cock. Cocks. But just ignoring all of your problems and throwing it into humor. I used to do something like that. I used to half-ass both sides of it. Half-ass fixing my problems and half-ass doing comedy. And I was very bad at both. I never try. I never give a shit enough to try. I will give you my 40%, and if that's not good enough for you, fuck you, I don't care. But I do, everything I do is motivation based. It's no discipline with me. There is no discipline. Otherwise, my house would not look like my house looks. And it's not even my house, it's my parents' house. But that's because I'm 18 and have a minimum wage job. So there's not much I'm getting out of that. And we're getting raises soon, which is nice, but it's like 3% raises off of $12 an hour, which is not enough to, make a difference in my mind at all. Especially considering me seeing the uh, profits. Well, I didn't see how much it costs to run the store, and so I can't say anything too definitively, but I can say that our store that I work at makes quite a lot of money. We make buckets. We make fucking buckets. All right, and it's and buckets is like tens of thousands in a week, in a week, week, in a week. Make like was it 1.5 or was it 1.2? I think it was 1.3 actually million in like a year, which is insane for one store. That's pretty insane. I mean, I'm sure that's not even a lot. I think we're actually supposed to be in like the slow area. We are in the slow area. Like we are in the there's no one that comes here area. That area. Mhm. Yeah. And so yeah, we got nothing going on. We got nothing going on for the most part. Yet we still make buckets of money. Um, and they can't afford, obviously, to pay us anything more because they don't give a shit. And I mean, you know, it's been it's a that didn't happen. But yeah, it's an easy job. It's not a difficult job. It's very very easy, and so I can see why it would be such a poor paying job. And people that complain and say minimum wage jobs need to be livable. The minimum wage needs to be livable. I mean, does the 16-year-old that's just getting his first job, does he need to be making a livable wage off of selling pizzas? No. If you're 45 and you're still selling those pizzas, you better fucking be like the owner of the store or you're brain dead. Genuinely. You have major problems going on in your life and you need to sort them out. I don't know what they are. I don't really give a shit. If you were 45 and you were selling fucking pizzas, holy shit, you were sad. There is no reason that you should be in that situation unless your IQ is like 45. All right. There is just not a reason. Or there's there are exceptions to every rule, but as a rule, if you're in 45 and you are selling pizzas or in a minimum wage job, you are sad. You are pathetic. I mean, if you're in your 20s, fucking, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you get in the 30s. You should be, getting somewhere. If you're in your 40s and you're still selling the goddamn pizzas for minimum wage, you either living with your parents or you living on the streets. There ain't no two other options. All right, is those ones and those ones only because there's no fucking way. Or you living on your parents' money. Point is, you're not self sufficient. There's no way you're self sufficient. Although there is that one TikTok kid, but he does TikTok, alright. There's that homeless TikTok kid where he talks about how he has no food and has to eat ramen every day using the water from the park water fountain. And whether or not he's actually that poor, it doesn't matter. Because he's getting fat buckets right now. Unless he was a fad. And then you get the people that are like, oh, I'm gonna restore faith in humanity. Those types of people, fucking, like, here, you want $300. Oh my God, I needed this to take care of my family. Without this, I would have died. Oh fuck it, shut the fuck up. Now dance with me, or I'm taking the money back, bitch. They're just all terrible people. All the faith in humanity people are terrible people, and people will be like, well, isn't it? Can we look past their reasons and understand that this is a good thing? That those people were being helped out. No, no, we can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna look past the fact that that guy just basically used that person for money. It was a transaction. It was a transaction. It was the same thing that the companies do. And you have your thoughts about the companies, they should be the same about this person. Alright, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying you can like a company, you can hate a company. This dude is a bad dude. He's a con artist. These people are terrible people. And they're the most soft spoken, weak sounding people. But that's my followers helped raise all this money to help you get out of this situation. Like, motherfucker, give me the goddamn money. I'm not helping you out anymore. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what I was talking about originally. I do know that it is getting late. I gotta work my full-time job at the place that pays me minimum wage uh, at 12:30 in the morning, afternoon, at 12:30 p.m. Whatever you want to call afternoon. Afternoon is just like 12:01. You can call that afternoon, and people will be like, "I fucking hate you. That's still noon." And you're like, "No, it isn't. Noon is 12 o'clock exactly." And so, your thoughts and opinions are fucking incorrect, because clearly I'm the only one that has any thoughts and opinions that mean anything. Because I'm just better. I'm just built different, built stupid, built alternative. Built worthless. That came out of nowhere. especially for this video. Maybe not for others, but I'm staring at a Coke bottle, an empty Coke bottle, and I got another one right next to it, but I'm pretty fucking worthless. I mean, I don't even have I can't even support myself. I mean, I'm only 18, right? And some people would be like, damn, you can support yourself at 18? That's insane. But I don't care. I don't care. I need to be able to support myself. I'm actually becoming a mechanic. I mean, I have no muscle mass. Well, I have some, but it's a very small amount, and it's not going to win me any awards. It's not even going to fit up compared to any of my friends. But I'm not literally just skin and bones like I used to be with zero muscle mass. So there's improvement. It's just not. I just don't go to the gym. I need to work on my legs more. I would definitely help out with that stuff, because I'm pretty fucking weak in the legs. Or at least they're very small. They're very small. I need something to make my penis look smaller than it already is. Yay. Anyways. Hopefully I'll be becoming a mechanic soon. Either I'll get a job very soon, or I'll be working the morning shifts at my job for a while I go to a trade school or a night class learning about auto mechanic stuff, and then I learn like that. Yeah. So those are basically my two options at the moment. Regardless, I need to become a mechanic, and it's not even like I want this as a career. It'll be more of a side thing. People are like, how can you have that as a side thing? Because I can do multiple things at once. If I give a shit, I can do multiple things at once. If I don't give a shit, I can't do anything. I can do nothing. That's an option for me. And I think choosing that option for a good number of years in high school, that was definitely the move. Just choosing to not do anything and be completely useless in school, even though I could have done better than I did. I actually failed one of my classes, and I still graduated with an advanced diploma. And my teacher was literally like, "Hey, I'll pass you. Just turn in one assignment." And I was like, "I don't give a fuck. No." I didn't. She was like, all you gotta do is turn in this one project, and I'll pass you. I'll pass you on it. I don't give a shit what the grade has to be. I'll pass you. And it only had to be like 70 something. I only failed by like 5 points on the final. And I did the math. I definitely could have passed. I did the math on my grade to make sure I could pass, and I could. I just chose not to. And so, I didn't. It was forensics chem, and I had to do a drug lab thing. I made aspirin, which was pretty cool. And then there was a lab that you had to like write a bunch of stuff on for. I didn't do that. I didn't give a shit. I was just there to make drugs and have fun. Making drugs in school was pretty cool. But yeah, I think being so useless in that time right there, and I didn't even do bad on like the SAT that we have. I didn't do bad. I did decently for not doing any studying at all. Like, they gave us a study guide. Did I even look at it? Did I open it up? No. Did I get an 11? What did I get? 11? Did I get 12? No, I didn't get 12. I think I had 1160. I don't know. We'll say 1160. It was somewhere between like 1110 and 1160. Somewhere between that. Point is out of 1600, and just for writing your name, you get 400 points. So, yeah, I'm pretty cool. That's right. But I could have definitely done better, but I chose not to, and I think that was the right move, to just choose not to do anything, just to give up and quit on it, to just get an idea on where that puts you, where that leaves you, because all my friends, they went to college. They're all in college right now. Every single one of them that I know, except for one. And Mance has no funds, nothing. He works crazy hours, and he pays his parents rent, and he pays for his own car payments, and he's saving for his own car, own phone plan, all that jazz. He wants to be as independent as he can while being with his parents. He does his own laundry, all that stuff. Crazy, I know, doing your own laundry. Yeah, what a loser. I do that stuff, but um, I'll have like piles and piles of dirty clothes, and I'll be like, I'm gonna do laundry today. When I get home from work, I'm gonna do laundry, and then when I get home, my mom is like, "Yeah, I did your laundry." I'm like, "Why did you do that? I needed to learn how to do laundry. I wish you didn't do that." My parents help me out with so much stuff that I don't need them to. They still treat me like I can't do anything, and to be honest, I can't. Well, that's not true. I don't know everything, and that's something I see as an issue, and I want to learn a lot more stuff. And so every time I come up to a new situation, I want to learn as much as I can about it. I really love learning, but it doesn't make me feel, I don't know, I feel like school put a dampening on my giving a shit about learning. I've also widened my scope of things that I learn at once, so I learn pretty slow now, but I'm gaining I'm gaining I'm gaining ground. You know when you're first starting a subject and you're kind of just learning all the basics and you're just going for a full scope. That's basically what I'm doing for the entirety of life right now. And it's slow. It's slow. But like I talk to these other people, and it's clear that nobody else thinks the way I do. Nobody else goes about life the way I'm doing it right now. They're not, if they immediately go to college, they weren't thinking. They just did it because they were like, I'm supposed to go to college now. That's the next move. You get a lot of money from that, and you can, or you can get a liberal arts degree and still be poor and also in debt by hundreds of thousands of dollars, which is pretty fucking cool, you know. I don't know. Colleges almost failed because of COVID. Because people were paying like fat stacks of money, and they couldn't even really use all the resources for the college. The college was just like, yeah, that's fine. The tuition's same price and all that. But people that go to college right out of high school, I don't think they thought things through, and if they did, they're much smarter than I am, because they were thinking quite a lot. Uh, they were thinking, if they had thought as far as I had, but then thought, if they thought like I did, and they thought more, and they figured out college is the right move, and they have a plan, and their plan is a thought out plan. Like they already have things set in motion. All they gotta do is get there. That's something I do. That's something I like to do. I like to set things in motion. I like to set up different things, and I'll make sure that I can, because I don't like having a time frame that I have to do stuff by. I mean, I want to give myself a time frame, but it's like a very loose one that doesn't really abide by any code. So like, uh, no, I don't want to. I want to be able to fly before I'm 72. You know, that's not a difficult goal, but the idea of saying I need to do it by 72 is like, oh, I'm never gonna do it. But I'm just like, huh, flying is cool, and I'll set like a subconscious timer where I'm like, okay, well, let's see, let's start getting things into motion. Let's get it done while not interfering with anything that else that I'm doing at the moment. Let's get that done, and so I'll try to do it. And if I run into the things that like knock back what other people would consider as progress, I don't care, because it's either all planned out, or none of it is. And if none of it's planned out, you're gonna have to expect setbacks. Even if it is planned out, The setbacks hurt a lot more when it's all planned out, because then you've got to figure out what the fuck you're gonna do next. And if you're not skilled at making new plans, it's pretty fucking terrifying. Making plans is really difficult, especially like making plans that you can actually use. It's not just like, I'm gonna make a plan. I'm gonna do this by this time.